The school system made us not question anything about it. We were kind of just put into the system and then told what to do from a very young age. Think about it. I mean, if you went to pre-K or kindergarten, that was the start of everything, where you started to learn how things were. And as when we're that young and we're in those first years of school, we don't follow the rules. Kids get out of hand. Kids, they're playing all the time. They're going outside. So that was kind of us getting used to it. And then as the time went on, we were kind of conditioned to just follow what the school had set out for us and the plan they had set out for us. Like what the counselors would say, how, this is the plan that's set out for you. That's what you do. And this is how you get it. You get good grades, you move on to the next grade, and then you could get better classes if you're smart enough. You get AP classes, advanced classes, and then you could move on to a very good college and get a job. That was the life plan for you. There was no other options. It was kind of just one option, and that's what you have to choose from. I remember going into the counselor's office and having a meeting just like that, where they basically sit you down. Oh, look over your grades, look over your classes, and they tell you, okay, so this is where you're at, and you're doing pretty well right now. They didn't talk about anything relating to how you feel. Like, how's your health? How's your mental health? Are you okay? Like, what's going on? And they rarely, if ever, do that unless you book an appointment with them and say you have these issues. But that's a separate topic. It's it's more so they have this plan laid out for you, and you have to kind of follow their plan because you think there's no other options, which is complete BS because there are so many other options. You're just not exposed to them yet. And that's the problem. We're not exposed to many different options. So we kind of just get the classes picked out for us, and oh, we just have to do them. Like, we have no other choice. And that kind of leaves us restricted because we want to go out and do new things, but we feel like it's not going to be worth it because they already set the plan for us. When you go out of the plan, we kind of feel uncomfortable. But that's where you need to go. That's the stuff you need to do. If you feel interested in something, go for it. Be exposed to different things because the school system isn't going to help you there. It's going to leave you stuck in one area and not have you expand. You need to expand, try new things. And that's where it kind of lacks, is trying new things because it's really redundant if you think about it. You go to the same classes every day, and then maybe when the semester changes, you get your classes switched around. So when you do the same thing over and over again, it becomes very repetitive and boring. So you don't enjoy it. That's why most kids, they don't enjoy school. They don't enjoy learning, which is another big point. School system made us not enjoy learning and reading. When these are the most important things in life, is reading and learning different things. And this probably stemmed from the assignments we would get as kids. When we get an assignment, we just wouldn't finish it, or we would, do half of it, and we wouldn't really try hard enough. The book was picked for us. The assignment was picked for us. It was not like we could go and choose what we wanted. Or you could, maybe you went to the library and chose what you wanted. But again, those books were limited to the school, what the school bought. So you had to kind of just say, oh, well, like, kind of like be forced to like a book in a way that you don't really like and have to write like a summary about it and all this. And that's where it kind of steered away, and we went down this path of like, okay, I don't like books, I don't like learning because it doesn't really do anything for me. I don't enjoy this stuff. But once you start to actually like take the time and explore different things and start learning and seeing how books, when you implement them, can actually improve your life in such a good way, and how some books actually change people's lives and make them so much more money, make them more successful, more social. They're just, it's like a no-brainer to read and learn because it's just so valuable, and there's so much information out there that we haven't tapped into. So, and my next point is that the school system, it kind of forced us not to question things. And I made a separate video on questioning things if you want to go watch that one. It made us kind of just like sit there. We sit for 7, 8 hours in a day, same school, same layout as an actual prison. If you look at the layout of a prison, except for those, barbed wire fences or whatever, you just take that out, even though they're all still fences. But it's the same concept. We're just fenced into a building. Doors are locked all the time. The only time we get out of the room is to use the bathroom or to transition to another class. And when you think about it, bro, the passes that they give us are like hall monitor passes. Like when you go to the bathroom, you need to be monitored all the time. You need to write down where you're going, what time you're going, your name, all this stuff, so they know where you are at all times. And there's cameras around, and they're watching you. So it just boggles my mind that this is a thing, and we're just so tightly packed, and there's no really time to socialize except for maybe lunchtime, which is less than 30 minutes, if that. So that's my next thing with school. And when we question, oh, why are we learning this? Why are we doing this? We're immediately met with like, oh, you need this to move on. You need this to do that. Okay, which is understandable, but why? Why is this something? Oh, it's to go to college. But why are we learning this certain thing? And that's not discussed enough. So really, if you want to take anything from this video, take this. Go out on your own and learn things on your own. Implement things on your own. Try new things and see how they benefit you. Try reading books on self-improvement, or try learning different things on YouTube and seeing how it helps you. Start making your own money online or through a business or a service, and just start experimenting for yourself. Don't be so school focused that that's the only thing you think about. The A's, they don't matter. The B's, they don't matter. The C's, whatever. It's fine. Get it passed, get it over with. That's fine. But once you have achieved those, you just move on to the next step, and that's college or university or wherever you want to go to. But don't let that be the end of it. Even when you're out of school, when you finish school, still start learning. When you're in school, start learning. Because I feel like school gets in the way of us learning. It gets in the way of students wanting more out of their career, out of their life, because you become complacent. Once you finish the school day, you're like, oh, I'm done. You just lay back and say, I learned today. You didn't learn much. You didn't barely learn anything actually that will benefit you. So you need to go home and learn things that will actually benefit you. So that's my take on the school system and what I think you should do to, improve your life outside of school instead of just doing school and being done with it. Like, oh, well. So that's my take on it. Let me know your thoughts below. And these are some things I implemented and have really helped me.